So barring those outliers, let's not focus on those outliers because again, they're outliers. It's not a common thing. I'm not gonna give a percentage. I'm gonna say 99% of the time. I'm just say the vast majority of the time, whenever there is a conflict between parent and child that leads to no contact relationships, that burden is on the parent. It is because of the conditions that the parent set up in that relationship. You were the adult the whole damn time. You were the adult. You were the authority figure. You were in control of the dynamics of said relationship. You were the power wielder. You were the one that was running the show. You were the adult. And we always end up on this, this same kind of point, which is that you are the one who was in control of the relationship, and you were never on an even playing field with your child. And whenever you have parents who are sitting here talking about how they went no contact or they don't understand why their child went no contact and they did what they were supposed to do, they're missing the fundamental part, which is you are responsible for the relationship and you were never, ever on an even playing field, and you will never be on an even playing field. Even if your child is an adult. Yes, we're talking in this case about a 30-year-old man. He's an adult, but you are an adultier adult. You have decades on him. This woman is probably in her 50s or 60s, depending on how old she was when she had this child. So even if the child is an adult, you still have decades of life experience on this adult. You will never be on an even playing field. And then you have the psychological and mental authority figure status. And yeah, as we get older as children and we become adult children, yes, that power balance shifts a little bit, but ultimately, like that is like imprinted on our the lizard brain, our limbic system, right? Our lizard brain. That is imprinted on us that you are the authority. You were our gods at one point. We know this, right? That babies perceive their mothers especially, but their caregivers as God. That's how we see you and that's how we saw you. So there's never going to be an even playing field. And that's part of the reason why we have parents who don't understand why their children went no contact and don't understand why they're even in the place that they're in. And why they're upset with their adult children for going no contact, because y'all are acting like you're on an even playing field and you never were. In the same way that you behave like these children when they were children were on an even playing field with you as an adult. That's why you were yelling at kids, cursing kids out, beating on kids for them just making normal childhood mistakes. The kid spills milk and they get a beating because their fine motor skills haven't developed yet. And you're perceiving them like they're a grown-ass adult who should have fine motor skills that they still have not, they still haven't trained that yet. And you're sitting here yelling, screaming, beating a child for making a normal childhood mistake. Because I don't know what it is about these boomers and these Gen Xers, but it's like they don't recognize a difference in maturity level and life experience level. They will curse out a little kid and accuse this little kid of being manipulative. Is the child being manipulative, or are they just, engaging in age appropriate behavior? And you're projecting a level of maturity onto them that they don't have, because you are seeing them on an equal playing field with you. And they're not. You wonder why, parents, adults also in general, especially adults and authority figures, teachers, coaches, you wonder why they will lose their shit on a kid who's just doing kid shit. It's because they're perceiving this child as on an equal playing field. So the kid gave you a little attitude, now you're ready to call the police. When that is age appropriate behavior. And you shouldn't be taking it personally because this child is not on your freaking level. It's a child.